Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome back to our Chavruta sessions live from Jerusalem with Rabbi Chaim Goldberg of the Noahide World Center. I have been told, he told me we're only going to have a short class today. He's a very busy man, so we're always honored when he takes the time from his busy schedule in Jerusalem to share with us. But I also wanted to say last week, apparently it was an excellent class. We really enjoyed it, and I posted the rabbi's notes in the chat so people could get access to the rabbi's handout. But what I found out from a friend is that Google did a software update on YouTube, and that update actually turned on something called auto dubbing, and so the rabbi's voice and anybody that spoke during the live stream was converted, auto dubbed into an AI generated robotic type voice. And so I did a stream on Tuesday as well with Mrs. Skoback, her meditation class, which was excellent. But that also got AI auto-dubbed as well, and that's disappointing. I have an original, so I'm good with that. But the point being, for those of you that watch on YouTube, you got stuck with an AI auto-dub overload, and it was not our usual class. But I believe I have shut that off, and of course Google made me fill out a questionnaire about why are you turning this off. I don't know why they want full AI control, but I didn't ask for it, and yeah, it became confusing for our listeners. So I know our rabbi, being Israeli, he has his unique accent, but his mother taught him English, and for me, ever since I've met Rabbi Goldberg, with him being a principal working with special needs students for a lot of years, I find the way his mind processes to come up with the English translation of what he's intending to say always seems to click with me, and I don't know if that makes me a special needs, but the point is, ever since I met Rabbi Goldberg, I have really clicked with his definitions. Just seem to work with putting together pieces for me in my mind, and so it's a joy to always be with Rabbi Chaim of the Noahide World Center. So he just arrived in the Google Meets room, so let's just pop right in and say hello. Shalom, Rabbi. So good to be with you. I've told the people we had a shorter class today, and also I did find out that Google did a software update on YouTube, and it turned on the auto dubbing feature. And so our last class on YouTube is actually AI generated audio. I sent you a note about it earlier this week, but I wanted to know if somebody on your end had actually turned it on. But I disabled it for today, so I'm hoping that our normal voices. Yeah, some people were disappointed they didn't get your natural smooth voice. So I'm going to turn the class over to you, Rabbi. Blessings to you, and so good to be with you. I know you've got a short class today, so we'll let you get right into it. Oh, your mic's muted, Rabbi.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Good to see you all. Hope everything is fine. Yes, I'm excited. We're doing I don't know why my voice is a bit different. I'm sorry. I'm a bit, everything is fine. We are fine. Everything is fine. And I'm good. I'm happy that, I'm sorry. It's not related with you. It might be, it will be a bit shorter class today, but we are continuing. And with your permission, I will dive straight ahead inside. We are learning the first chapter of Genesis according to the point of view of the Hebrew nation. As you can see more and more, that I think it's giving an interesting point of view in a different way, that is giving more life, more harmony in the way that we understand it. As I said more than once, I'm saying it again. The first chapter, we never had any man in the chapter, okay? In the first few days of the creation, man wasn't here. So everything that we think about it according to our, I will say, reasonable ideas, is only imagination. And we need to be honest and to face the situation. So ask yourself why, if this is so, why God gave us this chapter, why the prophets taught us or spoke to us on this chapter. So most probably there is something that they wanted to teach us, and we need to learn from them what they spoke with us, or what they said, what is the main, I will say, ideas, okay, that they're giving us. And we saw a few things. I will summarize, not today. Okay, we have another 3 lessons on chapter 1. We have this lesson, another one, and the 3rd one. Okay, and then we'll conclude. We'll do another lesson. The 4th one will be a conclusion of all what we've learned on the 1st chapter. And I want to remind us also that the 2nd chapter and the 3rd chapter is speaking about heaven. Who came from heaven? Who was in heaven and came back? We don't know anybody. So it's probably also there we need to have the understanding of the prophets and what they have been depressed to us, and not according to the nonsense of others. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so this is where we have. So let me go now. Let me see that I opened the right one. Just a moment. And then we'll conclude. We'll do another lesson. The 4th one will be also there. We need to have the understanding. Okay, this is it. Let me open it. Just a moment. How do I do the share? Oh, I'm getting confused. There it is. Can you see my slides? No. Fair enough. No, just a moment. It wasn't. Let me try it again. No, I didn't have the possibility of seeing it. No. Something here is not working. I'm sorry. Okay. Something here is not working. Did you saw my slides before? The problem is that I didn't saw the slides. Ah, here it is. Okay, now you can see my slides. Okay. We're not going to dive today to the 3rd day. It won't be today, but we are going to. It's very important for me to find here something. Just a moment. I think this is it. Okay. We all know one each other. It's not the first day that we're learning. I think today, Dan, it's already more than 8 years, if I remember correctly, that we are working together. And by the way, Dan, I'm giving you regards from someone that suddenly came to the office today. His name is Bob. Yes. No, not Rabbi. Bob came. Bob is from Los Angeles, and he's,
Bob Wells.
today.
Bob Wells. Yes.
Yes,
I'll see him
yes,
next
yes.
week, or on the 14th. I'll see him on the 14th. Yes, I saw his pictures. He was in Israel, so he stopped by the Brit Olam. Beautiful.
Yes.
Right
Suddenly
on.
he came,
Shout out
and
to
we
Bob.
were in a big meeting, and he's calling me. His friend is calling me and calling me again. So I asked him, why did you came? He said, no, my friend Dan Beowulf said to me that I need to see that you are real people. This is something that James will never know, because he never saw me alive. Fair enough. So let's go back to the presentation. Okay. We all know one each other already for a long time. Can you see my presentation? It is? Here it is. Excellent. Yeah, we can start reading, please. Please.
Okay, it starts off the 7 days and the menorah, a Hebrew
We lost
reading
you.
of
We
the
lost you.
world.
We lost you. We can't hear you.
Sorry, Rabbi, extra buttons on this platform. It says the 7 days and the menorah, a Hebrew reading of the world.
Okay, now let's go step by step. By the way, we're going next week. You're going, all of you, those who are going to to the Hebrew shul, you will read also about the menorah in Numbers. Okay, Numbers number 9. I think it's in the menorah, or 9 or 8, I think. But let's go to understand the structure. With your permission, I'm going to the slides, so I will be able to move them one by one. Let me know that you see them. Okay, we all know this sentence. Please, I'm quoting from Matthew, from Mark, from Luke. Please.
Right. It says, render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's, and unto God that which is God's. And that's from Matthew 22, Mark 12, and Luke 20 of the Christian non-testament.
Now, theologically, what is it saying? Basically, what it says, that there are two different entities, okay? Two different entities. One is related with politics, economics, our life in what's happening in the world, to our each day work that we do. And the other one is connected with God, with spiritualism, with pray, maybe with the church, with the soul. Those are two different entities. And this is, I will say, you can see it. It's only Matthew, Mark, or Luke. It's one of the fundamental ideas of the Christianity. And we all know that. Now, one of the most important things I want to say, and I think we know that when we decided to move to the Noahide path, to the Hebrew path, basically we left this sentence. It's not with us. We don't have two different entities. We don't have two different ways of life. Okay, we don't have the Caesar on the one side and God on the other side. And I want to show you a way of living when we don't have this dualism, this doubleness that in our life. And I want us to look together because the main part of creation, this first chapter, again, with us, it's also with the seventh day, is some sort, I will say, of guidance, how to function in this world. It's like, I think I said it once, it's like when you buy a washing machine and you have the manual how to behave. So it's the same thing as it's going with this thing. So this is, let's move for a moment to the seventh day of the problem is that I can't see you and it's really bothering me. Okay, so with your permission, I'm going to try to share it again and to see that I can see you with me. Okay, it's not working today, I don't know why. Okay, now I can see you, everything is fine, even though you can see the slides in a hard way. Maybe I can do it here. No, it's not working. No, I have no problem. I have no other possibility. I'm sorry, just a moment. So let me try again. I don't know why it's not working, and it's really bothering me. Here it is. Oh, no, everything is fine. Excellent. I'm with you. I can see you. Thanks. Okay. What exactly do we have in the seventh day? In the 7 days, okay? What happening in the 6th day and the 7th day? Please. Done. In the first day, we have light.
On the first day, we have light. Day 2, we have the firmament, waters above and below. Day 3, we get the land, sea, and plants. Day 4, we have the sun, moon, and stars. And day 5, fish and birds. Day 6, animals and the human. And day 7 is Shabbat.
Is there something double here that we see. What is happening twice? Think about this for a moment.
The light and the sun, moon, and stars?
First, double thing, okay? We have the light on one side. We explained a bit what is this light and the difference. It's true. But on the other side, we see that in the first day we have a light. In the fourth day, we also have a light. Do we have other doubles? I will help you. Okay? In the first day, we have the light. In the fifth day, we have the illuminates. It's also the light. What's happening in the second day?
Second day, you had the waters and the firmament and the fish and the birds related to each other.
It's not only related, it's the same thing. Where the fishes are living? Inside the water, right? Where the birds are living. Okay, let's see what's happening in the third day and the sixth day.
Land and plants, you have animals and human.
If I will conclude it for a moment, on the first 3 days, it's very static thing. Okay, the principle of the light, water and firmament, land and plants, those are the things that are static things. They are not moving anywhere. In fourth, fifth, and sixth day, we have the same thing, but in movement, right? Do you agree or you disagree? I will say it like that. Go to the third day. When we were young, in the kindergarten, and we did something naughty, what happened usually is that the lady that is, the kindergarten said to us, stay in the side, don't move, just like the tree, right? We also have a very interesting verse that is saying to us that the human being is just like the tree. The tree is something that is related with the earth, while the man is something that is related with the earth but is moving. In the water, you have the water. You have in the water also something that is alive, is moving, the fish. In the air, I will say like that, there's the air and there is something alive that is moving, the birds. We have the lights, in principle. We have the lights that are moving. The first 3 days are speaking about the principle of the things, while the second 3 days are speaking about the movement. We have two different things, okay? Two different, I will say, ways. There's the static thing, and there's the things that are emotions. The first 3 days are static. The second 3 days are in motion. You want to see it again? I will show it again. You see? Very simple. Now, if I will continue on, where is it? Okay, so we explained this is static in motions. Now, let's continue on, okay? I said it by heart. In Deuteronomy, we have, for the human is the tree of the field. It's written down, okay? The plant is standing that can't walk like the human being. This is what we have. So we have a double, I will say it's 3 days in double way. Let's continue on. What is exactly dominates us today? A static movement, or a static, or the motion, the movement? If you will see today, I think in most of the world, we're speaking about movements. Okay, let's go to the United States, for example. We have two big movements, Democrats, and the other one, how do they call it, James? Right? They're calling themselves movements. Yeah, I know. Right? They're calling themselves movements. This is what we say today, right? Especially in the Western world. All the world is thinking about this way. In this way, the answer is no. Do you know that the Arabic culture, for example, didn't change any of their, I will say, religious or culture in the last 900 years. Do you know how they think in India, or how they think in Asia, not in Japan, in China? They say that the world was always, and nothing is changing, and you're in a curse at all the time, coming here, going back, coming here, going back. Everything is static, nothing is movement. Okay? Let me go with you. We see that in the creation, those are two movements that are inside the creation. The first 3 days and the second 3 days, okay? And the Shabbat, where the Shabbat stands? Usually we say that the Shabbat is at the end, right? Let me surprise you, okay? In the Hebrew tradition, this is how it's working. Look good, and I will explain this. Let me explain this, okay? I worked hard that there will be also slides that everything will be fine, will be clear. In the Hebrew tradition, the week, the true week, is going from day 4 till day 6. Those are the 3 days of action, of movement, preparation for Shabbat, for the Saturday, for the main day, okay? And then we have 3 days that are the rest, accepting from the Shabbat, from the 7th day, from the Saturday, okay? Therefore, there will be a very interesting halachic issue. I don't know if you know that when Shabbat is going out, between the 7th day and the first day, we do some sort of a ceremony of differentiation between the holy day and the days of the week. But what happened if someone, because all sorts of reasons, didn't have the possibility of doing this ceremony straight after the Shabbat is finishing? He have an opportunity to do this ceremony until the end of the 3rd day. Because according to the Jewish, I will say, real week, the 7th day is in the middle of the week. There are 3 days of preparation, action, motion, whatever it is. And there are 3 days that are more in a rest way. I will call it like that. Okay? And the 7th day is in the middle of this week. This is how we see it. This is how we live it. And everything is starting to get in a different way, especially when we know that there are the 3 days of action, and then we have the 3 days of rest. So I know, the world started from the day 1, or from Sunday, but in a moment we're going to see that it's also related with the whole world, not only with the Hebrew nation. Let's go to the menorah. The menorah, we all know that the menorah was inside the Temple Mount. It was also inside tabernacle. It was also in the Torah. I don't know if you know, but in the menorah there is something very interesting. All the 3 lights on the left side, on the right side, and then the 3 lights on the left side were aiming towards the middle one. And the middle one was aiming towards the holy part of the temple, okay? The most important room where the ark was inside. So we have 3 to this way and 3 to that way, and we have also the last one. It's reminding us exactly the way of the week of the Hebrew nation. 3 from one side, pointing towards the Shabbat. 3 from the other side, pointing to the other side of Shabbat. This is how the menorah is working. Same thing. The same thing, like in the week. Okay? Same structure. And we have 3 and 3 twice. We have another thing that is being said. I don't know if you ever heard about it. We're speaking about 7 important wisdoms. Wisdom. Okay? That are working together. I will explain this. Let me go one step ahead and be very clear. What is the difference between the 6 days and the Shabbat, the 7th day? In the 6 days, God created things step by step, until we came to Friday, where God created also man. And he created, each day he created something. Each day we moved one step ahead. On Shabbat, basically, we were, God stopped. But what exactly happened in those 6 days? Those 6 days are, I will say, the formula, the basic of laws of nature. When God is deciding that all the water in the second day will move aside, and there will be also the place of the land and the water in differentiation, he created some sort of a law that the oceans will never swallow, will never go on top the place where man is living. I know from time to time we have tsunamis, but this is showing us how much the structure of the nature, of the laws of nature, of the nature is working. Okay? Because usually it's not, we don't have everyday tsunami. We can live here in a very, I will say, safe mood. And the structure of those laws of nature are so strict in those 6 days that science is using it for the benefit of the human being. This is the issue of the 6 days. What is the main issue of Shabbat? Is to give us the moral behavior. So we have the science and we have the moral. And when the verse is saying to us, here it is. Dan, you want to read it for a moment, please?
I got extra buttons. Okay, 2 wisdoms. The 6 days are the wisdom of nature, science, the how, and the 7th day, the wisdom of meaning, Torah, the why. Very important.
And we learned it a bit last week, okay? Even though it's 2 lamps, I will say it like that, 6 and the 7th. We learned all of this last week. But if you will think about this for a moment, all the animals, they are working according to the laws of nature, or the biology, psychology. Ask James. James understands that very well. Okay, psychology is some sort of laws of nature. It's very hard to change it. It's hard to go out of it. The science can search everything in those 6 days. Okay, how everything is functioning. And it's very important to realize it's not a by-side idea. Dan, maybe close your mic. I think it's you, maybe.
Yeah. Sorry, Rabbi.
It's okay. It's not the by-side ideas. It's very important wisdom. I will say it like that. When a scientific person, okay, a scientific person is searching the exact physical side of the part of the body that we have, or engineer is building up a bridge, and we have large bridges all over the world, not only in the United States. The person that is checking out all the science of economics, they are all thinking about the wisdom that God implemented in the wisdom of nature in this world. They are all trying to realize how God wanted the things will work in this world. Not always do they know that they're doing it. There are sometimes that they're sitting down and saying, we're doing it by ourselves, our mind, whatever it is. We don't believe in God. Fair enough. I said it more than once, but God is giving them life. It's okay. Still giving them. And the word science, basically, is coming from something very pure, okay? It's the project of pure things to understand the book of God in this world. Not the book of the Torah. The book of the world. The book that God created this world. The book of nature. And what's happening in the middle of the lamp, we have a different wisdom. It's the wisdom of the reason. It's the wisdom of the relations, the wisdom of the values, the wisdom of the spirit, of the neshama, of the how do you say neshama in English? You know better than me. Okay, why the nature is already existed? What is giving it? What it is giving to us, and why it's different than what we have inside ourselves, the soul that we have inside ourselves. I want to tell you something that I don't know if you know. There is a big argument between the Hebrew sages. What was the exact day that God gave us the Torah on Mount Sinai? There are those who are saying it was in the 7th of Sivan. There are those who are saying that it was in the 6th of Sivan. But there is no one doubt. It was given on the Shabbat. The question is of this specific week that it was in those days, it was the 6th of Sivan, the Shabbat, or was the 7th of Sivan, the Shabbat? Because the Torah can't be given in a different day. Okay? This is the main thing. And when it says in Numbers, okay, that the 7 lamps shall give lights, okay, towards the face of the menorah, the 7, we're speaking about all of them, also the wisdom of nature. Depends how you look at this. This is the main thing. And it says 2, I will say, radical things. It says that the science is also related with God. It says that the Shabbat, Saturday, is giving, I will say, the Torah, is giving the direction, is giving the meaning, it's giving the value, also all over the research. I don't know if you thought about this, James, when you spoke or learned about psychology. It's also a way to get connected with God, who implemented this wisdom inside this world. And this is, I will say, the spark of understanding, okay? Also, science is lightening the Torah. When someone is understanding what's happening in the science way, basically, he is exposing, okay? So it's not success. He is exposing what's happening inside. Now, when we look for a moment on the East and the West, we see, and I hinted at this before that, this is exactly the difference between those two. While the East is living through cycles for hundreds and thousands of years, you are an animal, then you're a human being, and again an animal, a human being, always you're in these cycles. Okay, in the West, we're speaking differently. In the West, we're speaking about the progress, and not everything is standing on the same thing. Okay, we're speaking about the move. In the Torah, we say that both lights, and we need both of them. Each one of them is wrong, but you need to have both of them. So let's go one step ahead, and I will give you examples. Do you all know, who doesn't remember the story about Mulan? You remember the story about Mulan? Remember the story? Okay, this lady that got dressed like a human being, like a man, and went to the army against the Hunis, and she managed. How is it finishing? This story, okay? With all of the fireworks. In the East, they knew about the fireworks 1,000 years before in the West. Only when it was a beauty, it was festival, it was ritual, it was all those things. Only when it came to the West, what happened? It became something that we are using for explosions, war, building up buildings, whatever it is. Because we saw something in the West, okay? The West saw something that can progress the world. Two different, I will say, relativism of looking at things in this thing. I will give another example. You know the thing of the compass? the compass that we have, where is the north? Okay. In the east, they also knew it 1,000 years before it came to the west. When it came to the west, so we saw, what's his name, that they went from Spain and finally found the United States. Okay, America, Columbus. Okay, until they had the compass, they never thought that they can do it. Okay, or they didn't have the possibilities. They were afraid, whatever it is. Suddenly, he saw that, okay, let's find the world on this other side. Let's go to India from this side. And suddenly they found, at the beginning, before they came to India, of course, you all know the story. Okay? In the East, they never took it for something like that. Again, two different relationships to the same thing. In the West, it's let's take it and progress on. We need to understand that those 3 days and 3 days is also, we'll say, a different point of view between the East and the West. Okay? Those who think that you can be in only one of the things, the East, okay, that took knowledge and preserved it and didn't want to progress with it, and the West who took things and knew how to build it and also to ruin things, no one of them is by himself. We need the how and we need the why. We need both of them. Okay? And this is the lamp of the menorah. And this is the week of the Jewish nation. Starting to see the full chapter. Please read this one, please.
Yeah, my mind is blown away because I see this in the balance between classic physics and quantum physics as well. And it's just amazing. One asks how, I just blown away in the last 15 years or so, the way quantum physics has tried to inquire about the consciousness. And it's like the human pursuit of what the soul is. And so now hear it differently. Render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's, and unto God that which is God's. It says, extinguish the 6 branches, let only the center remain. And that's a wrong approach.
And that is like what the Hebrew nation is saying.
It says, one. The same hand that said, do not murder, is the hand that designed the electron. Beautiful.
When we say, Shema Israel, okay, listen, O Israel, Hashem Eloheinu, God, okay. By the way, those 2 words, Hashem and Eloheinu, is one of them is speaking about the nature, Elohim, and the other one is speaking about God of the soul, Yud Kei Vav Kei, okay. It's one. The wisdom, the science, the Torah, it's all a question of something else, okay. Now let's go back. Science is not a servant. It is a wisdom in full stand, okay, full standing, and the lamp that must burn together, all of them together. I will go to another step. I need to say something here. Last week, someone spoke with Rabbi Sherkin, the head of the organization. And he said to him, I noticed there is a research in Israel that those who don't believe in God are very pessimistic, and those who believe in God are very optimistic. Now we're starting to realize why. It's true, by the way, it's true. It's a research inside Israel also, okay? If you believe in dualism, you must be sad. The world doesn't have any side of optimism of something that will be able to build up together a good thing or a good side to this world. But if you believe in unity, in real unity, you can't move from this rejoices, okay, that you have. Because there is also a reason for all of the structure of this world. It's all working together. Another thing that I think we said more than once, if you remember when we learned the Kuzari, more than once I said it, that according to the Hebrew tradition, you can't move aside your logic. It can't be contradicting to your logic. God created also our brain. Remember that? Now we're starting to see it's working together. Science that you need your brain to understand your science on one side, and also the why, the Torah is working together. It's one lamp. Okay. By the way, we say that sad faith is not faith. Remember that. Okay. And the question at the end, I need to ask all of you. Where's your ground? Okay. It's all question, where do you want to stand? Where do you want to put things? And where do you want to be? And it's not, it's your decision. Now, it's in the middle, okay? Basically, we're finishing here in the middle. When I'm saying we're in the middle, we have another 2 lessons. I need to stop now. We have 2 lessons. Another one that will explain this a bit more and will open the eyes even better than that, okay? And this next week. And then we will have also another closing to the 3rd day with the differences between what God asked and what happened. And then we will conclude all of the things that we've learned together in this session of the 1st chapter. And we'll start to see, I will say, a full picture of how we're going inside, I will say, to learn those chapters, or to learn the message of God in the way that it was given to us, to the Hebrew nation, and in a way that can give us a lot of optimistic and a lot of how to live life in the right way, not according to all sorts of ideas that we have from our brain, because who wrote those words? The prophets, and they got this message from the outside of them with a lot of humble. Okay, so let me stop the share. I know that you all want to get, just a moment. I'm losing you. I lost you. Okay, I know that you all want that I will send you also the that I will send it to you, that you will be able to take it and to read it again. Depends how much you're going to pay me. Fair enough. So I will give you now I will send you I have 2 things. I will send you, first of all, I will give you you will be able to take the slides. Okay, do me a favor, don't change the slides. Let me share with you the slides.
Shall I share them on YouTube?
You know what? So let's share something with us. Just a moment. No, I was. You know what? Just a moment. I will send it. I will share with you the slides in a different way. Just a moment. In a moment, I will send it to you. Okay, here it is.
Excellent class. I just love the notion that you showed about static and motion, and also about those that are sad versus those that are joyous, and the reality of how deep that underlies the function of people.
Right, catch it. Everybody catch it? You have it inside there? Okay. I will also send you next week. I will give you also a summarize of this lesson and next lesson. And let me work on this again, that it will be exactly not with a bit of a twisted. Hopefully next week we will continue. Again, I'm saying we have another 3. We're going to conclude the 1st chapter. I know it's a different way. I know it's a bit hard to go to someone that is underneath the ideas of of Christianity and to see what we are teaching here. It's okay. We're inviting everybody to come and to open their eyes and to have much more joy in their life, much more harmony in their life. And hopefully time will come that everybody will be this side I'm urging you again to get connected. We have already something like almost 60 people that registered for the
Yep.
for the
I'll be paying for mine tomorrow or Tuesday.
okay that we have, and we have will be much more than that. I'm not sure. I'm not I hope that everybody will be with us. It's going to be very great. Blessings, everybody. See you next week.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Check. So sorry, folks. I had a glitch on my audio at the last second, but it all came back. But yeah, this lesson is just profound for me. Pulls together so much. I mean, when you think about the static and in motion concept, that's the way people are. Either you're somebody of action or somebody who's not. And if you just think in the living sense, I mean, a cell, you're either in fight or flight mode often, but when it comes to the way people respond in this world, sometimes people are, they clamp up and turn inwards, but you can only do that for so long, or you won't survive. Reality is you've got to have a blend of both, right? And I love the way the rabbi pulled that out today. I look forward to hearing more of this session next week, and so hopefully we'll see you the same time with the full class. So till then, have a wonderful, wonderful week, everybody. Bye for now. Blessings.
Bye.